Welcome to LSU's Tiger Stadium after dark, an environment unlike any other in sports. Very intimidating for visitors. As they say, this is where visitors' dreams come to die. And this is a special date on the college football calendar. Number 1 versus number 2 here late in the season. This, folks, is a potential national championship game preview, as we'll see the number 1 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the winners of 6 straight, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Here's the fair catch by the return man. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Keeping it on the ground here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
So here we go now. 3rd and inches on this opening drive. Direct snap to the back. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to 3rd down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff in a single back formation. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
To the air, it's Carr. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Across the 45 now. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
The 8th play of this opening drive, it's 3rd and short. Or it's snapped to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that 1st down.
So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Here we go on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the 1st down.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. They'll run it here. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. There's the handoff. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
Chris, I know we think about LSU. We go back to 2019. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson. That dynamic offense. But at the end of the day, it's still LSU. It's still the SEC. And ground and pound is something they will never move away from. Great job here. And move the sticks.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
We're tied 0-0.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Thomas. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Fair catch made at the 20. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Last possession, they went for it on 4th down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Looks right for a quick completion. Breaks loose at the 45. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Gives it to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
To throw, it's Carr. Short throw to the back, caught behind the line of scrimmage. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a 3rd down.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. This one will be fair caught. Now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Receiver makes the grab. Breaks loose at the 40. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Dropping back, it's Carr. Launching downfield. It's caught downfield. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments.
Timeout, LSU.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. First down, looking to throw the football. Good as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. The offense going with the hurry up. Looking to throw again. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Going the other way, can they catch him? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in their last possession. A pre-snap motion from the offense. On first down, it's play action. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Rights through the tackle. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a 1st down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And that run produces a decent gain. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment before this critical down. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Short pass finds the tight end. And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that 1st down.
The pass is incomplete. He dropped the 1st down attempt here across the middle. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Dropping back. It's Thomas. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Just time enough for one more play in the half. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the defense able to bring him down, and that should just about do it for this first half of play.
The 37-yard line. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
With the score, LSU 10, Notre Dame 0.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. Powering through.
Trying it onside to start the third with the lead? It's, I guess, a bold strategy. Now we'll see if it comes back to bite them.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense getting set up. Here's second down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll try the left side with a toss. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long.
Get set. Get set. Tuna.
To throw, it's Thomas. Quick throw to the left. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
The offense needs 10 yards on this fourth down to keep the drive going. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Here's a shot toward the right sideline. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. This one has been a defensive stalemate. Let's see if the offense can get something going here. And looking to throw now on first down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Testing the right side here. And they'll stop him after a short gain. And wow, Listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And they'll kick it away here. He's going to try to return the punt. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll try to run it with the option. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Loss of 5. Second down coming up.
Ready, set.
Getting set. Here's second down.
Alert, alert. Flip, flip. Can.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
Nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
He's found some room at the 45. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field.
29 Philly. 2-0.
It's an option look. They'll toss it to the back.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
That gain makes it second and medium. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
There's a great completion here. Quarterback puts this ball on the money. And when you talk about LSU and you talk about the history, It's easy to bring up Joe Burrow in 2019, but Chris, you've been following this as long as I have. You know that when LSU is really dangerous, they get consistent play from the quarterback. Doesn't have to be Burrow, but just a guy that can be efficient, be a good leader, and complement the running game. And right now you're starting to see that from this team. Good completion. Now, can you do it consistently? Because if you can, with the athletes they have around that position, they become a real threat.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Back to pass. It's Thomas. Defense is coming after him. Oh, look out. The football is free. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play.
Well, the offense catches a break here. Lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
So bad plays on first and second down puts him in a tough spot here. Third and very long. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
And they've got the returner corralled.
And the Notre Dame offense will take over first and 10.
And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
This is all you can hope for, really. The defense does their job. You get the offense back out on the field. It's a one-possession game. It's up to this quarterback and this offense to deliver, and they're off to a good start here.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. It's a run to the left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about this defense today against this run game? Here we are in the fourth quarter. This guy's not gotten over 10 yards rushing. What a great effort collectively by this defense.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. This might be coming back. That one's going to hurt. Take that crucial touchdown off the board, back them up, and we'll see if they can score again. Here's the second down play. Grab behind the line. It's Larson. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Looking to throw. It's Carr. Oh, and it's incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Oh, so close to coming up with that conversion here on fourth down in the fourth quarter. Close football game. Now you got to rely on your own defense to come up with a stop and hope you get one more chance.
That Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. As the first down is still going. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use, but what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. That's a design quarterback keeper.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Here's a great example of a back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. And they'll go right back to him on first down. And he's brought down at about the 3-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. How important was that touchdown, Kirk? It's now a 2-possession game here in the second half.
It's a great job of this offense with their execution and having situational awareness here in the second half. They now have, as you said, Chris, this 2-possession lead. They got a great chance to finish it off and get a win.
Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner decides to fair catch this. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Defense got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. He's looking to make a big play downfield. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
So second down after the incompletion. To throw, it's Carr. He'll take a deep shot. He's picked for a third time tonight. Look out, he's got some space. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Offense trots that under the field, hoping to start a drive here. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And they heave it deep downfield. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
But Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. They're going to run it here. Breaking free at the 35. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. First down here for this offense. Play action fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
Coming up, second down and goal.
Green 25.
Here's a run to the left, looking for the touchdown. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. And they cut into this lead now on third and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, that is just incredibly impressive by this defense. And look at them down there. They're incredibly hyped up, and they should be. That's a great goal line stand, third down, and get able to come up with a tackle for a loss.
Big play for both teams. Can the offense punch it in? Fourth and goal from the 2.
Get set, get set.
They're going to run the option. Now, he did not make the first down yardage. It's a big stop for this defense as they try to cut into this lead.
Chris, how about this? The offensive coordinator decides to run the quarterback on a design run to try to catch the defense napping, but the defense was not having it at all. Waiting for that play to be run, comes up with a nice stop to get the ball back.
They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's the spin move. It's a nice gain. They'll move the football up to the 27. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup.
And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, the offense just could not afford to throw this interception. It's already a 2-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. It was a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.